Well, also in the news, New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg is spending millions of dollars of his own money to pressure Congress on gun control. And as Athena Jones reports, the National Rifle Association is weighing in on the airwaves.
I believe in the Second Amendment, and I'll fight to protect it. But with rights come responsibilities.
Mayors Against Illegal Guns, led by New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg, is pouring $12 million into ads like these to push Congress to act on guns.
Closing loopholes will stop criminals and the dangerously mentally ill from buying guns.
Here's the mayor on NBC's Meet the Press.
There are an awful lot of people that think that this is one of the great issues of our times. We have to stop the carnage.
The ads will air in 13 states starting this week to pressure Democratic and Republican senators home for spring recess to support comprehensive background checks. The Senate will debate a bill that includes those background checks next month.
We're trying to do everything we can to impress upon the senators that this is what the survivors want, this is what the public wants.
The National Rifle Association is running its own ad campaign against expanded background checks.
So when gun owners hear universal background checks, we know it means
universal registration.
And NRA CEO Wayne LaPierre, also on NBC, promised to continue the battle against regulations he says won't work.
The whole thing, universal checks, is a dishonest premise. There's not a bill on the Hill that provides a universal checks. Criminals aren't going to be checked. They're not going to do this. The shooters in Tucson, in Aurora, in Newtown, they're not going to be checked.
The Obama administration supports universal background checks. Appearing with Bloomberg last week, Vice President Biden urged Congress to show courage and confront the gun rights lobby.
Look, folks, we have a responsibility to act. The loudest voices have to be for those silenced voices. Close to 3,000 since Newtown, gunned down on American streets and homes and neighborhoods.
Now, this is a very important debate across the country. And on the phone, we have Dick Farrel with the Second Amendment Coalition of Florida. Dick, how do you feel about Mayor Bloomberg's proposal right now?
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine, Dick.
I am embarrassed, angered, and revolted by the fact that a billionaire can use his money to buy political influence for anything in this country, especially to subvert our civil rights. The Second Amendment is no joke. It's a civil right. This would be the equivalent of some racist using his billions to force black people on the back of the bus again. This is sickening to watch somebody come after my Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. I'm appalled by it.
Well, what about some people who say, I know we've seen the argument that they're really going after assault weapons, and I know we've seen different kind of assault rifles with magazines that hold lots and lots of ammunition.
Let me tell you something. Magazines that hold lots and lots of ammunition, what are you talking about? 12? 15, 20? What if this government decides one day that it's going to go all the way and take away our rights? All that's left are us and our guns to protect and defend ourselves. And don't think American soldiers are not going to shoot American citizens. It's happened several times in history. Even the great President Lincoln mowed down 1,000 unarmed New Yorkers in July of 1863. You want to talk about what our government can do to us? Tell it to the Indians that wounded me.
Tell me this, do you think that the state should have the right? Should it be decided by the states as opposed to the federal government making these proposals?
No, because the Supreme Court has come down and ruled that the wording in the Constitution, the people, means the individual. And the Second Amendment clearly says that a well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people, that's the key word, shall not be infringed. And this is just another infringement.
I appreciate it. Dick Farrel with the Second Amendment Coalition responding to Mayor Bloomberg's proposal in New York.
Thanks.